Hey, okay, sir. Welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery, where we went from getting not really any chapters to suddenly getting more chapters the last couple of weeks, which is fantastic. So we are on Chapter 9, A Beast of an Informant. Ruby's got an informant and it's time for you to meet. What will happen? What kind of information will you get? It's time to find out. She did talk about doing her thing first, if I recall. I remember I fought back against it. I didn't want to do it, but it didn't really matter what option I chose because we're doing it anyway. Let's see what's gonna be. If I'd known this place was 2 hoots and a hollow away from the town, I would have suggested meeting elsewhere. Yeah, are you sure this is the place we're supposed to meet your informant about the fraudulent checks? Of course, my informant said to meet in this grove. Is there something wrong about meeting here, you know, besides it being out in the middle of nowhere? Perfect place to meet. It's a weird place to meet. It's a terrible place to meet. It is a weird place to meet. Although, I guess if we're trying to hide things from the law and stuff, then I guess it is a good place. No, it's a perfect place to meet. No one is going to bother us out here. It is called the Forbidden Forest, so most people avoid this place. Hogwarts students aren't allowed to enter either, not that it stopped me and my friends. Seems like a strange place for students to hang out. It's a long story. Perhaps I'll tell you after we talk to your informant. Speaking of, where is your informant, Ruby? I'm sure you're just running late. We'll just have to sit tight and keep our wits about us. Well, if we're going to be winning, then let's go ahead and discuss the case. We know that someone is using a cursed object to move money between accounts without getting caught. I want to tell you more about my cool theory, and I also want to hear about how you met this informant. We probably could have told each other in the sanctity of work, but I digress. So, you think there's a cursed quill out there that's remembering people's signatures? Yes, that's how checks are being signed and why they don't appear to be fraudulent. The signatures are a perfect copy. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And what do they all have in common? They're signed with a dark pink ink. Your theory could hold water, but I'm not sure how we would test it. Wouldn't Flump want tangible evidence that it is a cursed quill? He would. He doesn't care. Well, he does care, but I can't actually choose that option. But I'm working on it. He doesn't care about that, Ruby. Flump wants us to solve this case no matter what. If we can find that quill, then it's proof enough, isn't it? I don't know, Casey. It seems risky not to have physical proof to follow. My cool theory could put us on the right track to determining what the cursed object is, Ruby. We just have to... Oh. Are you the informant? Whoa! Look out, Casey! Hey, nice shot. Did that thing hit her? Ruby! Blimey, she's not answering me. I have to get her to St. Mungo's right away. They'll be able to help her. I'll be honest, I thought they both dodged it, but I guess they didn't. I hope she's gonna be okay. Madame Strout, do you have any news about Ruby? Yes, I have some details to share. But first, I want to know how you are feeling. You were part of this incident too. I'm a little shaken up. I'm doing just fine. It doesn't matter how I feel. I would assume I'm pretty shaken up. Especially when it has something to do with my friends too. I'm a little shaken up, Madame Strout. I didn't expect to see a graphorn in the Forbidden Forest. Especially when there was so intent on trampling me. I understand, Casey. What matters now is that you're safe and you're here. And what about Ruby? How's she doing? Alright, let's go over her condition. Please let me know if you have any questions. It seems by the way she's talking, it's probably not too bad. If it was truly bad, she would have probably given me the bad news right away. Like if it was truly that bad, you know. Ruby just has a broken arm and a concussion? That's it? Thank goodness. That's right, Casey. She's going to make a full recovery. We've already mended her arm, but we plan to keep her overnight to monitor her concussion. You can never be too sure with head injuries. Yes, of course. She may need to take some time off work and avoid any intense activities like fighting any more graphorns. You know, I was quite surprised to see one of my former trainees in such a state. That's right, Ruby used to work here. I almost forgot. She is a very talented healer. I'm glad you were able to get her to safety. Ruby saved my life, Madame Stroud. It'd be me in the hospital bed if it weren't for her. That's just like her to put herself in danger to save her friends. It seems like she hasn't changed much. Since Ruby isn't awake yet, and I have you here, I would like to discuss your brother's curse. I wanted to let you know that there's been no updates on breaking the curse that blinded Jacob. No! We're doing everything we can, but we've been able to uncover anything ourselves. Mention he's researching it himself. Don't mention he's researching it. I'm gonna say it. I don't care. Reason being is that it's not like they can stop him anyway. Actually, Jacob's been researching this curse on his own. Oh, really? I am not sure why I'm surprised. That boy could never sit still. I can't even count the number of times we caught him sneaking out of his bed when he was needing to be resting. That certainly sounds like Jacob. On the bright side, it seems like your brother is adjusting quite well. I think so too. I can tell he's been keeping up with his orientation and mobility exercises. The young woman he brought with him to his checkup was happy to help him with his new exercises. Young woman? Who? Sorry to interrupt, Madame Stroud. Miss Honeysuckle has woken and is ready to take visitors. Excellent, thank you. Why don't you go pay Ruby a visit, Casey? I'm sure she'll be happy to see you. I will. Thank you for everything, Madame Stroud. I hope Ruby's feeling well enough to talk about what happened in the forest. There she is. Well, howdy there, stranger. I can't tell you how happy I am to see your friendly face. Happier than a pig in slop? Oh, don't make me laugh, Casey. That grapple knocked me around something fierce. Sorry, Ruby. How are you feeling? Like I got hit by an 18-wheeler going 95 in a slow lane? I'm definitely feeling better than I was, though. Well, that's good to hear. Madame Stroud said you make a full recovery. Thank golly. I can't wait to get back on that case. And we never even met my informant. What rotten luck. Say, why don't you fill me on what happened after I got hit by the graphorn? My memory's a little fuzzy. Yeah, I can do that. All the time in the world. Hey! I am pretty surprised it's the 1 hour request. We haven't gotten an 8-hour quest yet, which is pretty interesting. I really need to change my pants, don't I? In the game. I don't know why I'm wearing pajamas. Oh, she has her own fireplace. How did I not see that? It's gotta be nice. Almost done. Oh, I can go over here too. I didn't see that. You got hurt when he saved me from a graphorn attack. Well, I think we know that. I brought you to St. Mungo's as fast as I could after you were knocked back by that grab horn. You saved my life, Ruby. If you hadn't distracted that grab horn... Oh, we don't need to go labeling things. There's no need to get all sappy, Casey. I told my next shot that I was feeling a little shaken up. But... we're partners and friends, I'd like to think. Of course I'd step in the way of a rampaging grab horn for you. It was brave. It was stupid. It was definitely brave. Also kind of stupid. But it was brave. Still, it was brave and I appreciate what you did for me. Aw, shucks. You're gonna make me blush if you keep that up. And I do not want to see that. Trust me, I look like a too ripe tomato. I'm just glad that things have turned out alright in the end. Me too, and thank you. Enough of that. Come on, tell me what Madame Strout said about when I can leave this place. Well, she wants to keep you here at St. Mungo's until you're fully recovered. What? You have to be kidding me. I'm afraid Casey is telling the truth, Ruby. Chiara? You know Chiara? Of course I do. We're friends. We went to Hogwarts together. That's right. Oh, I thought she had a clock on her chest. It's not a clock. I was surprised when the name showed up on my list, Ruby. I haven't seen you since you left the healer program. Well, you know. You must be something interesting if you're hanging out with KZ. You could certainly say that, Chiara. Now hold on a minute. Don't y'all think I forgot what you said about having to stay here in the hospital? Casey and I have work to do. I can't just sit around. It is not a suggested rest, Ruby. It is mandatory. You got hit pretty hard by that grab horn and you need to rest. But we will reevaluate you tomorrow. In the meantime, though, you need to focus on getting better. I can't believe I've been benched by some orny grab horn. I'll let Flump know what happened, Ruby. Yeah, alright. We'll know if you try sticking off, so don't. If you'll excuse me, I have to finish my rounds. I'll come with you, Chiara. We should catch up. Well, it's nice to see her again. I totally forgot that she was here too. I think at the end of the day, my character has so many friends, I totally forgot who I've met and who I haven't met. This guy's been here probably since year 1. Look at the little guy in the background. Oh, he's so cute. It's nice to see you, Chiara. Likewise, Casey. I certainly hadn't expected to see you or Ruby today, but I'm glad I did. Were you and Ruby friends? Not exactly. We were in the same program, so we spoke occasionally. I feel there's a but coming. Sometimes we would study together. She is quite smart. Interesting. I should have guessed you two might know each other. Yes, well, it wasn't for very long. A few months. Come along, Casey. I can tell you what I've been up to, and you can tell me what you've been doing. Well, more lying. I'm glad you enjoyed your time at St. Mungo's, Chiara. You certainly seem to fit right in. I'd like to think so. The work I do helps other people, even if sometimes it means pulling a 12-hour shift. 12 hours? Blimey. It's not so bad once you get used to it. Even with the strange hours, I enjoy treating my patients. It's my favorite part of my job. What's your favorite part of your job? You haven't talked much about it. Coworkers, assignments, specializations. Coworkers. If I say assignments, then she might get a little bit weird and be like, hey, what's your assignments? My coworkers are my favorite part. Everyone has been supportive so far. Well, except my boss. I get the feeling he's not particularly fond of me. I don't particularly care if he likes me, though. I told him so on my first day at work. Perhaps that's for the best? It's one less thing to worry about, so you can focus on your work. I'm pleased that you're enjoying your job. I know not everyone's going to have the same luck. My information may be outdated, though. It has been a while since I've talked to anyone but Talbot. Talbot? We both live in Godric's Hollow, so we run into each other. I live in Godric's Hollow! I live in Godric's Hollow! Probably because I work strange hours, Casey. You know, I'm actually done with my shift. I heard from Talbot, who heard from Tonks, that you were planning on doing a frequent get-together. That's right. Since Ruby needs to rest and you're almost done with work, we should try gathering everyone. Today's been quite stressful. It'll be nice to be surrounded by friends. That would be nice. I'll go ahead and put the word out. I can't wait to see everyone again. So I wonder if we still have any friends we have to meet. Or should I say reunite with? Corey, Murphy, Talbot, Jay, Radia, Tonks. Marula is somewhere here? But either way, I don't know who else I'm missing. Ben, maybe? Is Ben here? I was going to bring a cake, but I had a feeling Aberforth would have banned me like he did Mundungus. Hey everyone, thanks for... Shove it, you grubby leech. I just cleaned that table. Think you could just spill your drink with no consequences? Not on my watch. Get out of here before I blast you to bits. Marula, what was that about? I work here now since I got sacked from Zonkos thanks to you. It wasn't my fault. Sorry about that. What? It wasn't my fault I got sacked from Zonkos. Yes, it was. No, you stormed out all on your own. Tulo can back me up. Oh yes, it gave me inspiration for a new product. The working title is Employee Be Gone. It is a sack that creatively informs an employee that they've been sacked. Whatever. Zonkos was a silly job anyways, so it wasn't befitting of my powers. Right. Well, since we know what Marula's been up to, what has everyone else been doing? Glad you asked, Casey. Prepare yourself for a tidal wave of gossip. It just occurred to me that there are some people that are in other countries. I just realized that. Somebody's in Scotland, if I recall. It sounds like everyone has had their fair share of wins and losses since we last met. But how I consider working in a goat pen a win. Never underestimate a goat, Marula. They eat almost anything. And you bounced back pretty quickly after getting sacked from Zonkos. Of course I did. I was snide. So it seems like to me that everyone has finally settled into adult life. That reminds me, I've just settled my payment details with Bilton. Well, congratulations to everyone for doing so well in life. I have to get back to work. I should get going too. I got work tomorrow and I have to tell my boss what happened with my coworker. I have a feeling tomorrow is going to be a strange day in the magical maintenance department. Well, everybody, that appears to be it for Chapter 9. I had a nice little run-in with my friends at the end here. That was nice. I don't know how often I'm actually going to be doing a quest like this, but it wouldn't surprise me if we have this quest as like a filler for chapters. Either way, we'll see what my boss says about what happened, and hopefully Ruby will be back on her feet soon, and hopefully my boss isn't too mad that Ruby got hurt, but I'm going to assume that that's just going to be part of the risks of the job. We also haven't met the mystery person at the Forbidden Forest, the informant. Did they plan the whole thing? Were they going to try to target me? I don't know. We'll find out eventually in Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. Bye, everybody.